It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Partizan Brewing Company, and it's a bottle of their Pacific Jade Pale Ale coming in at 4.9% ABV. Lovely label on this. I really like the artwork on the labels of the Partizan beers. Black bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Nice smoky opening. Beer in the glass. It's a nice looking pale ale. Almost looks like a pilsner. Slow moving bubbles rising up the middle of the glass. It's a small one finger white head. It's quite clear. There's a little hop haze going on. But let's get the aroma on this straw coloured beer. Wow, loads of American hops jam packed in here. Also New Zealand hops. Pacific Jade is a New Zealand hop. It's lovely and floral, sweet with that malt. Floral from the hops. Oh, it smells like sunshine in a glass. Let's dive in. Cheers. Extremely drinkable beer. It's very refreshing. It's malty, but there's enough malt there to give the sweetness and the breadiness, but it's kind of, they only put enough in it to give you that sweetness and that breadiness. It's not as if it's not a drinkable beer anymore. If they put any more malt in this beer, well, it would be bigger in the ABV. The more malt and sugar you add, the more ABV you get with the yeast you add. So it's a nice drinkable kind of balanced beer. The hops, lemony, citrusy, almost like a kiwi fruit. The bitterness it's there, it's a growing bitterness, but it's not going to pull your palate off, it's not going to pull the side of your face off bitterness. Very, very pleasant beer. And a beer that I would quite happily drink a few of. Pacific Jade by Partizan Brewing Company. Basically the only writing on here is the ABV 4.9%. Artwork is by Alec Doherty. It's store upright and pour carefully. No kind of description whatsoever on the beer. Some breweries, they choose to go down that path of writing more or less a chapter of a book on the back of their labels, and that goes down to design. It's whether you want that. I am very interested in beers, and I am interested in beers that tell a story, but sometimes pictures can do exactly the same thing, and I think that's what they're getting at here. It's more of a picture, that all of the design work has gone into that picture rather than one big long story about how they had to jump on a boat and sail all the way over to New Zealand to bring the hops back, and in the 17th century or whatever. It's probably not even the fact that they could get this style of New Zealand hop in the 1700s, because it was probably not even invented. Right, rating then for Pacific Jade by Partizan Brewing. The taste is fantastic. The freshness of the beer is fantastic. It's not the youngest bottle of beer in the world. It's probably a few months old now, but it's retained that level of quality. Nicely carbonated, nicely drinkable, very refreshing. It's hoppy. It's nice and kind of malty and bready. Exactly what you want from a beer. This gets an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.